This is our third video on adding and subtracting algebraic fractions. And in this video, we'll focus on factorizing in the numerator as well as in the denominator. So in our first example, we have three terms, and we can see that we can factorize in a numerator in two of those terms, and also apply a difference of two squares in the denominator of the middle term. So first, let us factorize this numerator. It will be a trinomial, so I'll have two brackets. And in the brackets, I'll have x. And I'll use the factors of 30 to create 13. And that will be 10 and 3. And it must be negative 13, so it'll be negative 10 and negative 3. And in the denominator, I have x minus 3 squared, which can be written as x minus 3 times x minus 3 times x plus 2. Now I can already see that we have brackets that can cancel one another out. Moving on to our second term, I can take out a greatest common factor of 3 in the numerator. So that will be 3 times x minus 2. And in the denominator, I have a difference of 2 squares, which will be x minus 2, x plus 2, plus 2 over x minus 3. And again, before I continue, in the second term, I can see there are brackets that will also cancel one another out. So now I can write a simplified version of these three terms. In the first term, I'll have x minus 10 over its two brackets, which remains, minus 3 over x plus 2 plus 2 over x minus 3. And from the denominators, I can identify the lowest common denominator, which is x minus 3 times x plus 2. So all three terms will be written over x minus 3 times x plus 2. In my first term, I see I do not need to manipulate the denominator, so the numerator would stay x minus 10. In my second term, however, I need an x minus 3 in the denominator, and I'll also multiply the numerator of x minus 3. And in my last term, I would need an x plus 2 in the denominator, and I multiply the numerator also of x plus 2. So that will be 2 times x plus 2. Now in order to continue, I would remove the brackets in a numerator. So that will be x minus 10 minus 3x plus 9 plus 2x plus 4 over our LCD, which is x minus 3 times x plus 2. And when I add like terms together in the numerator, it will simplify to 3 over x minus 3 times x plus 2. And now we have the original three terms in a simple single fraction. In our second example, we have three terms again, and we notice that there aren't any factorization that we can apply in the numerators. So we will apply factorization in the denominators in order to find an LCD. So if I factorize the denominator of the first term, I can take out the highest common factor of 3. It'll be 3 times x minus 3. In the second term, I have a difference of cubes. So it'll be x minus 3 times x squared plus 3x plus 9. And please go check out our video on how to factorize a sum or a difference of cubes if you're not sure how we found the second bracket. In our third term, we can take out a highest common factor of 4. So it'll be 4 times x squared plus 3x plus 9. So our LCD would be 3 times 4 times x minus 3 times x squared plus 3x plus 9. Notice that I do not need to use the other x minus 3 and the other trinomial, because those brackets are already represented in what I have highlighted. So our LCD would be 12 x minus 3 x squared plus 3x plus 9. So in order to create the LCD in the first term, I need to multiply the denominator with 4 and x squared plus 3x plus 9. And I repeat that multiplication in the numerator. So the numerator for the first term would be 4 times x squared plus 3x plus 9. In our second term, I only need to multiply with 12 in the numerator and denominator to create that LCD. So our second term would be 3x times 12, which is 36x. And for our third term, we need to multiply the denominator with 3 and x minus 3. And I repeat that multiplication in the numerator. So the third term would be negative 3 times x minus 3. Now we have all three terms in one fraction. And in order to simplify, I need to multiply out the brackets in the numerator. And that leads to 4x squared plus 12x plus 36 minus 36x minus 3x plus 9 over our LCD. Next, I can add up like terms in the numerator, and that leads to 4x squared minus 27x plus 45 over 12x minus 3 times x squared plus 3x plus 9. And then finally, I need to check whether or not I can factorize the trinomial in a numerator. And I can apply factorization, and that becomes 4x minus 15 times x minus 3 over 12 x minus 3 x squared plus 3x plus 9. And again, we can see that a set of brackets will cancel one another out. So my final answer would be 4x minus 15 over 12 times x squared plus 3x plus 9.